more, let's cross to Jerusalem and correspondent Irris Makler. Irris, you saw at the tail end of that report, it's as if we've already forgotten that war between Israel and Gaza just recently. Is it just back to the way it was before when you see those images of Yair Lapid in the UAE?
Well, first of all, this is historic, so it isn't really the way it was before. And we have heard from the UAE, from the various, I know, for example, that Abu Dhabi has sent a fleet of ambulances to Gaza to remind the people of Gaza that the Palestinians are a concern of theirs, that they do have Palestinian interests at heart, as well as opening this new chapter with Israel. So there was a lot of goodwill in Abu Dhabi today. The embassy opened, a rabbi blessing the embassy, and very warm words. We just saw peace is a choice, we make it together, that Israel's foreign minister tweeted in Arabic and in Hebrew, both languages. And I think, the concern that this wasn't going to hold, you can see that this deal has survived its architects.
Ordinary Israelis, are they planning vacations?
Have already been on vacations. If it weren't for COVID-19 and in between different stages of the coronavirus, Israelis are there, and they're there in large numbers. And if Israel hadn't just extended the closure to tourists, Emiratis would be here too. But because the Delta variant has changed things slightly here, Israel is not open to tourists until the 1st of August. But I think we would see Emiratis here in larger numbers too. So yes, I think what is quite interesting and perhaps unexpected is not only that the deal has survived its architects, but that it's actually popular on the ground. Israelis and Emiratis are quite interested in each other. I was seeing lots of interviews with Emirati princes, a different prince each night on a different Israeli TV channel. There's kind of a warmth that I didn't expect when this all rose 9 months ago.
And so one final question, Irris. Now that there's the normalization of ties with the UAE, with Bahrain, the prize that eluded Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu was, of course, Saudi Arabia. If it's all going as well as you describe it, is that next?
Well, that is the question. And I guess is there enough of a sweetener for Saudi Arabia? Let's not forget that the Emirates came to this deal because they wanted those American fighter jets, the F-35s that they've been trying to get in many ways. So what we have to see is if there's something that makes it impossible for the Saudis not to come to the table. And I'm sure that both Washington and the Israeli government in Jerusalem are working on that.